Welcome to Godo, Ace Prosecutor, Part 15.
That kind of contradicts what it says on screen, but whatever.
Yeah, we played like a damn fiddle and whatever.
Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness.
Okay. Oh, you're done with me, but I haven't provided anything yet.
Yeah, I'm done with you. So piss off! You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough.
Poor Gumshoe.
So, better or worse than the prosecutor
That
who used
doesn't
whip?
sound good at all. So let me guess, another salary cut, right?
Does Takumi hate him or something?
Bailiff, bring the next witness into
Well,
the
Shiro,
courtroom.
I'm starting to think so, yes.
They say comedy begins with the suffering of someone or something. So.
Yeah.
Finally, time for the ace detective to make his appearance. Huh? Well, Shiroi, to be fair, Takumi does finally give Gumshoe his big break in cases
Oh boy,
3
here we
and
go.
5 of this game.
Oh, whoops.
Well, sure, by that logic, maybe the Yokawa fighting team hates Manjimut.
1 second is one trip of the
Yeah.
car. Let's hurry it up.
Silence! Now I see, it's all becoming clear.
By the way, this music is still awesome.
What's clear?
It's funny! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me, for some reason. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor, a coffee maniac at that.
You know, I find it funny that the tracks I like better than these ones
Am I
are done
correct?
by the same composer.
That's Noriyuki Iwade for you. He kind of became the series' John Williams.
Well, yes, that's right. Pity about his Ace Attorney 6 score so far.
Objection! That sounds like it was awesome too.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Well, from what I've heard so far, Jovah, I can barely remember any tunes from that, but anyway.
Let's agree to
You're the
disagree.
first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil.
Well, sir prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atmey, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens.
This isn't Gurren Lagann, mates.
My nose is a drill that will pierce the heavens.
Boy, these two make a perfect pair.
I guess.
Well, yeah, pretty much. They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off.
Yeah, hey, wanna go down the bar later? I've heard that on the night of the crime, you were all alone on security detail. Oh yes, yeah. Let's have one person in charge of security.
You
That's,
heard correctly.
the only way it could be worse. The only way it could be worse if they left someone blind in charge. Oh, wait.
Anyway, folks, speaking of a
I,
bar,
The
anyway,
sad part is, I actually know what you're referencing.
Anyway,
My
to get
specially made monocle is worth more than 100 detective Gumshoes.
So, what do you think I'm referencing then, Shiro?
Gumshoe. What's the
that
name?
one,
Don Reef?
that one Ace Attorney, is it Turnabout Serenade?
Actually, no, I was referencing Blade Trinity.
Oh.
Well, talk about Serenade also works.
huh, how did you know about that, Shiroi?
I thought you were referring to that
Because I
movie,
kind
Don
of got
Reef.
curious.
Right. Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed.
I was looking at some of the least favorite Ace Attorney cases among fans, and I didn't read too much into spoilers, but I got the general gist of the bullshit.
Yeah.
It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed.
So no arguments about if it was Christmas or not.
That's when my nemesis, the infamous mustard mask trademark, instantly descended upon me.
Wait, I thought he was inside. Why is there the moon?
Cool
Just
anime
as I
shot
began to
twist.
turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I woke, it was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. Hey,
So you didn't get a clear look at the criminal.
my specially made monocle never misses a thing.
How many fingers am I holding up?
We can't see him.
However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range.
Ah, another act of
Obviously.
humbleness.
But of course, that's only natural.
I swear he's going to turn into Pinocchio any second. I failed to see why the witness seemed so proud of his performance that evening. Someone robbed his shop.
Well, sir, old timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the king of the thieves, the great Mustard Mask, trademark, my arch enemy.
Why do you keep saying trademark at me?
That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me.
There you go.
So you have years of experience saying trademark.
He used to work for YouTube's copyright before they replaced him with the bots.
Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
So anyway, folks, for this part, Dwibs, who is voicing Godo, will be drinking a swig of cider every time Godo drinks coffee.
Let's see how many minutes it gets before he gets
I
drunk.
mean, I'd be drinking coffee too, but I don't like the stuff.
So that would be 1 o'clock on the morning of the 12th, correct?
That's an impressive deduction, sir lawyer. Have a gold star.
Gee, thanks. You know what's ironic? I'm black, but I'm voicing Phoenix, who's white. Dwibs is white, but he's voicing Godo as black. And also Dwibs is voicing someone who
Actually,
loves
he looks
coffee.
more Hispanic to me.
Okay,
Maybe
a
he's
person of
just
color. Also, Hispanic can be part black. Anyway.
Yeah, you know, Islamic heritage.
Anyway, near the computer, huh?
So then you were trying to remain hidden, I take it. Also insert find the computer room joke here.
Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief.
Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too.
7 minutes in, and so far as looking swimming, I only had to drink once. Shiri? Oh.
Precisely. That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night.
Because I'm either brave or stupid.
I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief.
Interesting bout of logic.
But what if the thief had a gun?
Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure. On your pigeony head, that is.
Well, yeah, look at that, Lips. In any case,
Yeah, we heard that bit.
Mhm.
And...
Hold it!
Damn.
Dancingly descended? From where exactly?
Well, the moon, it looks like.
well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else?
The roof. An underground vent.
So, in actuality, he never danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief?
These boys has to wear a monocle,
My eyes
so...
were looking for the thief's shadow, while my ears listened for his footfalls.
Footfalls of a turnabout.
But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me.
I'll be right back.
Sure.
Right.
It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes.
Gadgetry. I hereby W a stunts.
Ace dunce.
Whatever the hell that means.
Try selling that as a game.
You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened?
Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it?
Eloquently.
I saw his mask. That's all I can recall.
That's not very solid as far as testimony goes.
However, fortunately I had my third monocle, the security camera, at the ready.
You can refer to everything as monocles. Hello.
Well, it technically has one lens, so it works.
Yeah.
It captured this image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe.
Hey, it's the evidence I used earlier.
Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here.
At least it wasn't taken illegally, like a certain prosecutor did.
Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo? Got my hand on the cup
Considering-
ready.
Considering the year
There we
this
go.
is set in, they should
Round two.
have. They should have security cameras that actually take
Even say it.
videos. You know, just saying.
Hold it! We'll learn more about that
Fortunately,
later.
I only
Shall
have. Fortunately, I only have the one can of cider, so I should be safe.
Oh, so even if you run out of it? Anyway, that's certainly some very impressive detective work getting knocked out.
Well, Sir Lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Actually, yeah, Phoenix.
Yes.
Phoenix.
Huh? Well, actually, yes. By a fire extinguisher.
And not just that. I mean, every time Maya tried. And what happened?
I was knocked out.
And you lost your memory too?
Don't know
Oh
why
yeah,
this-
that's right. I remember that incident.
You see, you have no right to look down on me, Van, do you?
Don't throw that logic at us, please.
Oh.
The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with. 8 is 1, creation is 0.
He may have brains, but the wiring to the self-reflection part seems to be severed.
Nah, I'm not gonna make it 7.
In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless. And then...
Now it's time to get to the juicy part.
Yes, then.
Hold it!
Took a while.
About this 30 minutes.
My silver core was loosened, and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium. Just for being struck on the head.
Don't
Refrain from
reference
that
that.
joke too.
Seriously?
I think he's saying it was out cold. Wow, that's like how many movies that have crossed your path that have been referenced with?
Ugh, pity they're not good ones. So, what happened during these 30 minutes?
Ouch.
No one can say, Your Honor, that enough time was truly vanished into the ether.
Basically,
Just what is he
Shiroi,
going on about?
Elysium is this really... Okay, unless Sharlto Copley or Matt Damon are on screen, and maybe a little bit of Jodie Foster, Elysium's just this really boring space flick.
Although it's
What
sadly,
web said?
although it's
Okay, I
sad.
noticed when the thief.
Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. The sad thing is that Elysium is quite possibly the best movie out of that trilogy.
As for Chappie, only watch it if Drunk Webs is around.
Yeah. District 9 knew what it wanted to do. Elysium knew what it wanted to do.
Huh? Which piece?
Debatable.
Actually, never mind. Okay, Elysium is the only film that knew exactly what it wanted to do. And even that didn't exactly make it groundbreaking.
But guys, District 9 is so original.
Yeah.
We already had the commentary for that. Let's move on.
Darkness swallows me.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. So what are you gonna present?
This is the heart.
Objection! Huh! Mr. Atmey, could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours?
Have a
Yes.
look.
Approach this with
Ah,
caution.
this belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Max Star the Mask.
Get it?
Trademark.
Approach with caution.
Let's go into the
It is, in point of fact, Max Star the Mask is a brooch.
Very good, Atmey. You get a gold star.
It was found on the
Yay.
floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened.
Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough.
Don't remind me
How'd you-
about anything elementary. I've had
Is that what
bad
you do with
memories
brooch?
with elementary school. Thank you very much.
Is that what you do with brooches? You glue them on?
Actually, no.
clearly shows-
Supposedly, there's a metal piece that it gets attached to the cloth.
Ripped off. Aha!
We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night.
Cue Star Trek classic fighting music.
And that's the only thing I can think of.
The only music I can remember from Star Trek are the ones from the films.
And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief.
And the theme tunes of the TV show.
The only person that was on security duty that night? You, Detective Atmey! Cue Tell the Truth, 2004. Detective Atmey, you must have fought with the thief that night. So, why did you lie in your testimony to the court? Please tell this huge audience here.
Witness! Giving false testimony is a serious crime, for which they never get punished, apparently.
Actually, they do get punished occasionally, but it's only in the odd-numbered games for some reason.
No, wait just a moment, Sir Old Timer.
Also,
April May.
that too.
Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home!
Oh, wow, the judge is really on his A-game with calling out witnesses.
I just remember, Your Honor. You know, it seems to be an habit with people going in his court. I was just confused because I have been dealing with so many cases lately.
You know, sadly at this point, it would be a double standard to not believe a witness since, well, they've let so many get away with it.
The true measure of a man is in him, out of work he does. That's what I always say. That's not how that episode of Star Trek went, mates.
Look, you can handle one case at a time, isn't that?
You talk too much.
Actually, she hasn't said much today.
Is
Yeah,
that what
I'd
this,
rather
is that
have
what
her
this-
not jibing at me.
Is that a line that dislikers of Maya say? Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor.
Uh-oh, the prodigal son is about to step in.
Excuse me? Oh, save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules.
Dang you and your mystical coffee launcher!
I built a machine, don't you know?
Indeed, I understand. Look at me, agree completely.
You don't even know what I'm gonna say yet. All right, then. Fight with the thief.
Here we go.
Indeed, it's true. I looked away from the door for a brief moment.
I thought the faster theme was gonna play.
However, Luke Atmey cannot be so easily discombobulated.
Discombobulated.
What the f... Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough.
Layton, I think you've been doing it all wrong then, I guess, with the sword.
I said a gentleman should be resourceful.
His first blow struck true. Bam! And that's all she wrote.
I said you should be resourceful, and there will be times when your fists won't be enough. So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Master DeMar's trademark.
Correct. Both. It was during this third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak.
Yeah, that was actually his fifth crime, Dunce.
Well, that's certainly understandable.
You don't say.
I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. They all just kind of blend in.
Our judge, everybody.
That can't be good.
You know, you just admitted it aloud in open court.
Well, to be fair, Dwibs, as was established in the first case of this game, he somehow always gets the right verdict in the end.
Oh, now they do the faster theme.
Yep. Hold it! So, why did you look away from the door anyway?
In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well.
Thought ahead, huh?
The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer, elegantly of course.
I elegantly went to the computer, I elegantly typed on it, I elegantly got up the files!
Yeah, I think this theme's better.
So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? Yeah, that's usually how it goes. The Lego themes are always an improvement on the Moderato, in my opinion anyway. So, did the computer belong to Orderly Taylor as well?
What make of computer was it?
Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data. and was specially designed by me, Luke Atmey.
Oh, he's a computer whiz, too. In that case, he could have easily manipulated the data.
What's wrong, sir lawyer?
Oh, nothing. Time to catch him off guard and question him. Hold it! Skip.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we've got
Oh.
that bit.
Now, here we go.
About the sensor, I guess, yeah.
What kind of sensors are you talking about?
Ones that remove clips from
There
shows.
are
from
other
the
places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. 5 Nights at Lordy Taylor. There are air conditioner, ducts, and sewer pipes, and a cat door as well.
You brought a cat door for a museum basement. Is there just a cat curator?
You just
Oh
have
my
to
Have a
God.
detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensor to each of them.
Oh my god, it all makes sense now. The curator from the Layton universe who thinks he's a cat works here too. That's why they made a cat door for him. That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours?
Lordy Taylor department store was kind enough to provide me the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well.
In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment. Wait, huh?
Has that cleared up any doubts you had about me, Sir Lawyer?
It's like he read my mind the last time and had it planned just for me.
It's a habit.
Hold it! What does that mean? Discombobulated.
mind boggled.
Waves?
Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean.
Are we projecting now?
Hey, ageism! Come on! Sorry, what exactly does it mean anyway?
Now I've forgotten. What was I saying?
Jeez! It's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago.
You start... Jesus Christ. Well, not just old, not just old people, Phoenix. Wiz does that all the time.
Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony.
Dodge the bullet, Wiz, for now.
Yep.
Thank God.
For now, Dwiz, for now. Mwahahaha. Hold it! What do you mean by weapon from the side?
Naturally, that thief, I have no idea that Luke Atmey was hiding in the area.
Okay.
He grabbed a sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse.
Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch?
Sure, let's go with that.
Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp.
Yeah. Okay, so he is talking about the Shichishito.
Alright, okay.
The
Next
shit
part.
sword.
Next part, I'll just make myself a cup of tea before this.
Don't want to risk getting drunk?
No, I'm not drunk. It's just, well, making tea is more practical. We've got plenty of tea bags. So the thief armed himself with a sword. And what about yourself, Willis?
I'm still surprised that you wanted to voice the prosecutor who loves coffee while you hate it.
Irony. Well, then again, Jovah,
Irony, yeah.
there was an example of that in Doctor Who where the actor who played the fifth, Dr. Peter Davison, he wears a stick of celery on his lapel, but Davison hates celery.
But of course, in college I was a second grade in boxing club.
I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive.
However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Max Star the Mask.
Hey, Your Honor, at least boxing is real, unlike wrestling. This guy is a real piece of work.
Are we going to bring this debate up now, Mr. Wright?
Nah, I rest my case. Hold it!
That's not all, actually.
Can you tell us a little more about what happened?
I thought I was going to ask, who is this she you referred to?
My opponent was more powerful and vicious. You might say he was power issues. Oh no, we're going to red-white territory again.
Not even Power Rangers will make that quote.
Powericious?
It's Morbid Powericious.
I assumed the Atmey fighting stance, but a sudden
That
flash of
sounds so
light
corny
blinded
when you
me.
say it out loud.
That, of course, was
Powerlicious.
checkmate. My opponent had bested me.
Powerlicious.
What do I do now? Should I ask more about this?
Atmey fighting style.
Yes.
Alright. What is this Atmey fighting style?
I run away like a coward.
I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore.
I bet you anybody that's actually his code for I'm just gonna run away like a coward.
But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must.
Wow, a cooperative witness!
You'll call it strategic.
Main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you.
Huh.
Yes.
That's it? That's the Atmey fighting style? Well, I
Yeah,
guess it
do
makes
nothing.
sense. Well, get back to your wall.
Sorry,
What about that testimony?
it was...
Of
yeah,
course, it's
very
important. We've learned a detective's secret technique after all.
Phoenix, come on. In Street Fighter it's not even doable because there's wall jumping.
I'm going
Yes,
somewhere with
indeed.
this, don't worry.
I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night.
Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out.
Be thankful you don't get a penalty, Phoenix.
Now then, witness! We'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony.
Okay,
Really?
your testimony, so go ahead and read.
Oh, okay, it's
Tia, you have to read it.
Yeah, I put my back on the wall to fight by the fist blow, but landed upon my third eye.
When, by the way, just to let you know, when he says third eye, he means forehead. You only find that out by pressing him.
Oh, I thought it was me meant the monocle, okay.
Objection! Detective
shit-
Atmey, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards.
But,
What fun is this, Sir Lawyer? It's truly a pleasure to cross swords with you.
which version are you referring to? The UK one or the US one?
Of what?
And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet.
Wait! Oh my god, he's a skeptic, he has armored feet. He's an armored skeptic!
Who?
Ask Pedro. I believe
Well,
this is what you said yesterday.
Why me? You're the one who added.
Alright. Basically,
You're
armored...
the one who
No,
subscribed to
come on,
him via our channel.
Where is way through somewhere besides the door?
Okay, basically Armored Skeptic is a persona on YouTube who's literally a skeptic in armor.
The March Mary struck me from the head from behind with this gruesome item here.
Did he review Left Behind?
He did, yes.
Oh, that's where I saw him. From behind.
But just
Basically,
now...
Left Behind is a god-awful Christian.
Yeah, we know.
Get it? God awful. Ha 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 ha. I hardly think you would forget that you were hit on the head.
I didn't mean to do that.
Never mind, but you still go in the corner.
Hey,
Liz,
Yes?
that was an unholy pun.
Yes.
Anyway,
Okay, you're coming with me to the corner.
Detective Atmey, that's not the only strange part of your testimony.
I drag you off by the arm and bring you. What do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security.
Wouldn't that be the plot twist? It was actually... No, wait, I got it. Atmey was actually trying to steal the thing, but the bastard was actually trying to stop him.
That would be quite a thing. That's wrong!
Objection!
Oh,
Objection!
that's wrong.
To err is human, to forgive divine. Also, how is my objection?
Make it sound a bit deeper and you got it.
Humans aren't machines. They have souls.
Also,
Feel
fun fact.
Go back, David Cage. You were
Live,
drunk.
they die, they love, they
Uh,
hate. Any
Actually, Teo, this speech sounds more similar to the Super Pope speech at the end of 13.
Objection! Hey,
gonna say,
hold
Jovah?
on. It's not as pretty as that. Anyway, yeah, fun fact. In the original Japanese version, Goto was actually voiced by Hideki Kamiya, who, if I recall correctly, Shu Takumi sort of based off of his own relationship with Hideki Kamiya.
Now I know why
Always
this guy's
takes a
been
riddle down to
Wait,
the end.
now you know why.
That's,
What now?
oh shit, he drank.
Now I know
that?
why this guy is. So basically, his style of prosecuting, as you will see in later cases, where he just instead of arguing with Phoenix, he just said, "Oh yeah, then prove this." Oh yeah, then Phoenix comes an argument. Oh yeah, prove it. It's similar. It's inspired by Hideki Kamiya's method of tweeting. Fuck you, blocked. Fuck you, blocked. Fuck you, blocked.
Anyway, very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that. Also, I think
Yeah,
Hideki
I
Kamiya.
just remembered.
Hideki Kamiya also really drew a funny picture of Shu Takumi, noting his ears, which are, you know.
Wait, is Phoenix really going that direction?
The answer
Yes.
is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atmey's true identity is actually Mask
Charles-
Star Damask!
Trademark. Yeah!
Oh, fun fact, actually, this pursuit theme is called Caught.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atmey's story.
Oh, try name them all, we'll be here all day.
He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and
Well, that
the
bit's
entire
believable.
police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure.
Actually, Phoenix, that bit is actually kind of believable.
That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction.
Well, compared to our police force, yeah, you may have a point.
I've picked up clues where the police overlooked in order to arrive at a...
You know what's funny? That's what Phoenix does too.
To arrive at a...
Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that. Detective Atmey.
To arrive at a... Oh, please.
The truth is that you are, in fact, Mask Star Damask, your own
Trademark.
nemesis.
But Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows Master Damask.
Oh, yes it does.
This security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor Department Store. Or shopping centre, as we call it. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He
Yeah, it could have been
gained
him in that
access to
map.
the warehouse under the pretense of providing security.
The oldest trick in the book.
Then he simply dressed up as a thief and stole the urn.
So the ace detective is actually an ace thief.
While he may suck as a detective, he's truly a master thief.
Is this true witness?
Huh.
Are you sure that's not a breakdown?
MO is pure genius, and so am I, Detective. Look at me, ace detective.
Not yet, Shiroi.
You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I'm impressed, sir lawyer.
Some people will take that as a confession at me. Not for nothing.
I take it as a compliment and a confession.
Witness, you're admitting it?
See, even the judge is saying it.
Now's your chance.
Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin.
And piss on the grave.
I've got
You know-
this.
Why
Detective
not?
Atmey, when you assume the tree...
Objection!
God.
Go
Ow.
to blend number 102. My personal favorite.
It hurts! It hurts my face!
So he doesn't have a whip, but he's gonna.
Second
pour
degree
scalding
burning on
hot
Phoenix's
coffee.
fucking head.
Yeah.
Maya.
Was that objection better?
Yes, Phoenix.
Yes.
Yes.
I miss the whip. I miss it.
I don't blame you.
Mr. Godo!
Thank you, Judge.
The ace detective is actually an ace thief.
Alright,
I smell a best-selling novel.
Let's go stick your head in a freezer.
Yes, I would like that.
There's only one problem. It simply isn't true.
Also, have I got a fun fact for you involving this?
But Mr. Godo! Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I...
Wow, even the judge is defending Phoenix at this point. Like, he's at it.
So is the mug just literally stuck on his head?
Yes.
I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Trite.
You keep calling me Trite after you've burned my face.
If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim.
Oh, with pleasure as soon as I recover.
But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the copy dripping down your face.
Please don't say the word hot. And perfect, either! Those two words are the bane of my existence now. Hot and perfect. Wow.
Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have. Quickly!
Can I have some time to recover? Oh, wait.
No.
Okay, yes, of course. What's the big rush? Fun fact, guys, literally yesterday there was a news report about a judge sanctioning a lawyer for splashing its opposing counsel with coffee. I kid you not, that actually happened. So Shutakumi predicted this. Not only that, guess what? The judge's last name was Ryu, like Phoenix's Japanese name.
That's so that's too creepy to be a coincidence.
Takumi the Prophet.
Like, he predicted the parrot, he predicted reunion and turnabout with the twin sisters in the car crash, he predicted Turnabout Samurai, and now this.
Seriously,
Oh, yeah.
the Japanese
Oh.
side to the video game industry predicted so much.
Oh, trust me, Shiro, that's not even the half of it. Wait till you see what Hideo Kojima predicts in Metal Gear Solid 2.
Oh, God.
Another chug.
That man has pulled his head up high no matter how bad things get after all.
So, we have no proof.
So what now?
I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion.
I may have had some in mind, but I think my nerves may have been a bit severed to my memory. This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy is the thief.
Stay on the attack.
Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again.
I
Believe in the heart of the law.
think anything that's...
And your burnt scalp.
Ow. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet.
But are you going to just give up and let us lose this?
Well, at the risk of being assaulted by more coffee...
So, you'll come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer?
No, those are still burned. I can't think of a counterattack at all.
Feeling a little hot under the weather, Mr. Trite. It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness is lifted. Mr. Godo, if you have anything further to add, then...
Who's this?
Shiroi.
Oh.
Who?
Such a last for objection. Oh!
Who are you?
Your worst nightmare. That doesn't really matter right now.
Yes, it does. You can't just burst into the court and not give your name.
Totally can't do
I
that.
think I just did, or rather I didn't.
Miss Delight, what are you doing here?
Shouldn't it be Mrs. Delight?
Oops.
Crashing this trial with no survivors?
Nicky boy. The thing you've been looking for, I think I found it.
Wait, people can just turn up and drop random evidence off?
Remember, it happened at the very end of the last case with...
You mean that bag?
No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well,
It's in the bag.
Nebby? Is that you?
Nebby,
What
yeah,
was in the
Nebby,
bag?
stay in the bag. That's...
the sacred urn. Nick, it's the urn.
What? Wow, I fixed this up pretty good.
I know, right?
I threw the bag.
Order! 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 You, madam! Where did you find it?
Under that lawyer's desk.
Wait, what? Oh,
You'll
where's a
never
whip
believe
when
it.
I need one? Oh, goody.
It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective, Luke Atmey.
Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective. Wow, she could get into a long-running name-making contest with Emmy. Oh, Desi, you're the best!
Shut up!
Sacred Urn updated in the court record.
It doesn't seem to be a lot of broken here.
I know, right? Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atmey? Huh. Even you are gonna have a hard time weaseling out of this one.
Oh, Nicky boy.
I'm sorry, I think I just heard my next bout of coffee coming.
Objection! Pathetic.
Good objection there.
Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, told you. I knew he'd have a thing to say. Mr. Godo, do you have something you wish to say?
Well, I'm the prosecutor, or would kind of be stupid of me not to say anything at this point.
Hey, I'm talking here. Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad.
Are you lampshading this whole universe?
You're still denying that Mr. Atmey was involved? Before casting aspersions at Detective Atmey, consider the young lady here. Who the fuck is she?
Uh-oh.
Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight. Is that correct?
Yes. What about it?
Well, my ex-girlfriend was called Desiree, so I'm taking out all my anger on you.
Oh.
How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
What are you insinuating?
What do you think I'm insinuating, you dumb broad? As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere.
He's actually got a point there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm surprised that most prosecutors didn't try and do that whenever certain
Including the
questionable
office of the
evidence.
good detective here.
Oh, there you...
Which brings. I just need you to say that, Joe, because remember the whole plates were bare thing for the first game?
You found
Yep.
the urn. What does that prove?
So, does this make Godo a prosecutor who actually pays attention to more stuff than Franziska and Hetrofed?
It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it.
But then you see Jovah. His motivation for everything is what makes him better. I guess.
I just bought it here from the detective's office.
So, where's your proof?
Fingerprints, I guess.
Whose fingerprints?
Round
Please,
5.
madame. This town is already filled to the brim with lies.
Oh my god, he knows! He knows the truth, guys!
Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to.
You're wrong. I would never do such a thing.
Desiree, not to be against you, but sweating and looking nervous is not a good thing to do if you want to convince people you're telling the truth.
It's just hot in here.
Of course.
Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people.
Oh, that's the Marvel Universe, you Desi. Ever since we crossed over with them in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. There must be some way.
Yeah, you shut up and let me finish talking.
I'm not even talking. It's mental speech, you dummy.
I can hear you.
Well,
Yep.
then you're just trespassing. Who's the real bad guy then? I can't prove anything yet.
Why not the fingerprints?
Well, think about it. Well, actually, yeah.
Because they
that
don't exist
explains it.
now. Very well. It looks like that's all then. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Then the game has to conveniently forget something exists in order for.
No, not so much that. They'll explain why later. Fingerprints are kind of
Exactly.
a sketchy.
And all the proof I need to make my case.
Wait, what?
You still don't get it, huh? Listen closely, Mr. Trite.
Uh-oh.
This is the urn that Master Damas stole, right?
Right.
We run out of cider.
Nearly. Now the wife of the accused comes strolling in here with the very same urn, correct? Got my hand on the can ready. Now who would you think is the thief?
Oh my god, it's a prosecutor who actually uses deductive logic right on the spot, too. Ah!
No, that's wrong. That's not why I've got it.
You just incriminated yourself, you dumb bitch.
You just activated my trap card.
This isn't good. There has to be another way around this.
Oh yeah, I'll just waltz into the court carrying an urn. That won't incriminate me at all.
Your Honor, please let me think it over one more time.
Mr. Wright, it's high time that you learn your lesson.
Well,
The courtroom is no place for poorly thought out or rash declarations.
yeah, well, honestly, yeah, especially because Phoenix 2 times in a row said he got nothing, so yeah.
There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Atmey Detective Agency.
Well, what's wrong? Isn't it your job to come up with something to say?
Can I really testify about this, though?
Nick, come on, it should be easy to prove.
Then you be the lawyer then.
After all, we checked out that bag, didn't we?
Yeah, who would be the defense attorney if I testified? You're right. I remember doing that.
And then Leighton pops in again and goes, "I believe I can fill that role."
And then, since this is before that time, everyone's just like, who the fuck are you?
And then Leighton wipes all their memories at the end.
Of course. But I
Men in
never...
Black style, baby.
Anyway, I never actually saw it with my own eyes.
That'd be so big Leighton played by either Will Smith or Tommy Lee Jones.
Atmey walked in just before I could get a look at it. And even if it was the urn there, I can't testify that it was.
You're right.
Not to mention the fact that you're just speaking into private property, but whatever.
It looks like I was wrong about you, Mr. Trite.
Could you stop calling me that?
No. In this town overflowing with lies, there's still a single flickering candle of truth.
Code of ethics. Phoenix can't really
and
test
also, I'm surrounded by idiots, a bitch incriminating herself, a lawyer who can't testify, and a judge who has less intelligence than he has hair.
Well, like you yourself admitted, Godo, I can't exactly lie and testify about that which I'm not certain.
Well, actually, the judge has a lot of hair. It's just on his chin rather than on top of it.
On top of his head.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I've gotta prove that urn was actually in the Atmey Detective Agency.
I
Well,
mean, it's still...
here goes nothing. I can prove where the urn was. By the fingerprints on it.
Yeah, the fingerprints of Desiree. Fingerprints, eh?
Well, yeah, she did bring it here.
Oh, come on now. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed.
Yeah, it's gonna have Desiree's fingerprints on it, you dolt.
May I go on? Good. Now, it will be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn.
Yeah, but look what he's wearing.
After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place.
Maybe he's not as dumb as he seems.
In any case, I'm always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see.
So, any of the three answers has the character being dumb.
Hold on, Rivs.
So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything.
What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would be nothing anyway.
True.
Nick, what are you going to do now?
I've come too far to turn back now. Atmey must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. Ha! The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn.
Desiree.
Not the badges. That wouldn't make sense. It doesn't have fingerprints.
She's
no, she's a bit, yeah.
Pearl, Gumshoe, Masky, Lukey, Desiree.
Yeah, but that might just prove her to be the criminal.
Well, she shouldn't have touched it then, should she?
Adrian?
Larry.
Then again, Adrian's the one who works there.
Godo himself, but sure, why not?
Surprisingly sure, even though something does indeed smell, it's actually not the butts.
Take that!
Yours?
I knew this profile picture would come in handy.
So, what was your fuss about?
Mr. Atmey, do you recall the events of yesterday?
But they'll just think you stole the urn.
Hold on.
Hey, Nick, come on, open it up. Wait, is Maya gonna get arrested for this?
No, I don't.
Hey, wait a minute. I can't just open up his private property.
Oh my god, it's Maya's fingerprints that are on it.
Yeah.
You look such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there?
Hang on a second. I'm taking it out now.
Oh no, Phoenix did touch it.
Yep. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth.
You.
You.
What?
Well, hello there.
Shit.
It's true that I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at that time. So that means... But...
Nebby was in it.
I did touch what was inside.
You.
So you stole the thing then, Mr.
Hold
Wright.
on, Your Honor.
You touched it? This conversation makes me feel drunk more than dweebs.
And I remember it very well. It was hard and smooth. That I can testify
We
to.
really need to
So
go
many-
all the stats release.
So many innuendos.
Well, that was just...
Ha! Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn.
Mr. Wright, you're going to be the butt of everyone's jokes. You
If
know.
my fingerprints are on there, then
you
it
did
proves that the urn was in Detective Atmey's office.
But it
So,
could just...
by the
Hold
way,
on.
I'm gonna have to ask.
Objection! Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it could mean you did it. It still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it?
Of course it does.
What did you say?
You're gonna need to dip your just desserts in that coffee, mister. Not what I said, it's what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said.
I positioned him until he was just about glowing.
Polished.
Polished, yeah.
I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable.
You know, polishing something doesn't make it more valuable. If that were the case, then my table would be worth $1 million.
Also, thank you, Flashback Adrian Andrews, you've been a wonderful witness. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was... yesterday, at the Atmey Detective Agency! There you go.
This blend, Godo blend number 107. I've decided it's a little too bitter after all.
Oh, come on, Godo, let off some steam.
It's actually burning behind the mask.
How-
Okay.
Are we gonna see him without the visor?
Yes. Eventually.
Order!
Yes, eventually.
I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and...
Also, What's that supposed to be, blood? Alright, wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that.
No need, you say?
Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn.
Let me guess, he dressed up as Phoenix and touched the urn so it made it look like he did it. What are you saying?
Yes, I've finally broken him down. Which
not
means-
seeing
Why
that-
does he look so
You
smug
haven't
then?
let him finish his sentence yet.
There's his breakdown.
Take a good look, everyone.
You were saying?
Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself.
Your eyes look like they're about to come
Here I
out.
am, the tragic clown.
Oh, so he was Italian after all.
This guy is nuttier than a fruitcake.
That's how they usually end up when they're done with me.
Yep.
I don't like a cake.
Me
Me
neither.
I don't even
neither.
know what fruitcake is.
Ugh.
You see, it was
it's
me
a-
all along. I'm the
Yeah,
one
good.
who only
Fruitcake is
mastered
Look,
exactly
it's
that.
exactly what the name implies. The cake with fruit in it.
I hope you enjoyed my little performance.
You put on a great...
Dwebs just had a revelation.
Classic villain exit.
Why did
Lay
I
off
say
the
that?
alcohol.
It looked like Pinocchio in that shot.
So wait,
No.
it's over already?
Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atmey's condition?
Silly tale. Only tutorial cases are solved in just one trial.
He's still in the lobby,
I'm
laughing
not
insanely, Your
understanding.
Honor.
That is, until this game came around.
I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be.
Oh, what's the
Sorry,
matter,
Godot, you
Godo?
lost.
This is for every burn I got. You've gotten burned back tenfold.
Yeah, I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, looks like the matter has been settled.
Well, we got our awesome trial opening and ending music, so obviously we must be done here.
I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
Yes, thief in all caps, and you will not be able to. You will remember that name for the rest of the game.
Or thief. Or it may be named after
Yeah.
a game.
Ba-
I guess
basically,
Mr.
Shiro.
Delight
Okay.
really wasn't the thief.
And
Ba-
why the face?
Basically, Shiro, there's a Zelda game where if you.
The Wonderlight.
Wait, hold
Basically,
on.
Shiro, there's. Okay, go ahead.
Hold it!
Oh no.
You're wrong! Wrong, I tell you! I mean...
Jesus.
Not exactly so wrong, but actually not right is what I was really trying to say.
So
Excuse me?
you're saying they're wrong.
Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening.
Phoenix, you should probably get a hold of your clients once in a while, you know.
I try. The thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing the treasures. It's me! I'm him! I'm the one you want! I'm the thief! I tell you!
We just spent over nearly an hour.
No, it's not. Remember, Dwebs. He refuses to accept that he's not Master Mask. He's nutty. He's a
Yep.
fruitcake. Shall we go with that? Yeah.
A
fruitcake.
psychological
He's a
condition.
chocolate fudge cake.
So do it! Pronounce me guilty! Please!
Well, since you asked so nicely.
No.
Okay, then I'll just shoot you in the head myself, right here.
Yeah, everyone's like, what the fuck?
I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is.
Judge, have you ever played one of the games?
Objection! Betrayed identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass, Judge!
That would,
What are you talking about? I already confessed! I'm the thief, I tell you!
that would make this already meta series a bit too meta.
Of course.
Here you go again, Dwibs.
Round number 6.
Mr. Godo, don't just stand there drinking cider and coffee. Hey there, Mr. V.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Godor, you're trying to seduce me.
If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess.
Mr. Prosecutor, you sound a bit inebriated.
Quiet! I'm talking here.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean.
I didn't see you cleaning up the coffee you spilled on Phoenix.
If you are Master Damask, then prove it. That's what it means, you dipshit.
Yes, sir. I'll be happy to. Hopefully that'll be the only coffee I find on the top of my head and face.
He says he'll be happy to.
So surprise, surprise, the final boss is actually not the actual criminal, but your client. Of this case, it's kinda cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy.
Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man.
Didn't we just have our Pinocchio X be
How
the courts?
does proving he's a thief make him a...
Man.
Don't you see, Shori? Any boy can make a mess, but it takes a man to clean it up.
Okay then, talk. We're all listening. Also, guys, I ran out of cider now.
Wow, just in time.
Let's all have a listen to this confession.
And
the part's over.
and they managed to sustain 6 rounds in 1 hour without getting drunk. Impressive.
Actually, guys, it's only really 2 cans I get drunk usually.
Yeah, thank goodness we aren't doing one of the later parts because Godo drinks coffee way more than...